So I would say it's here only because it's now what 275,000 employees with market cap at 30 or 34 billion or something like that. In multiple countries. It's part of, I believe, if you look at India, our reputation, if you went to Singapore, for example, all that mom and pop shop in the corner of the street, that was not Indians were considered. The programmer has made us, got us respect. You know, today when you say India, the first thing they assume you're good at math and science. That's an assumption they make right away. Right? So I think they've done a phenomenal job. I think the IT industry did what India want, our politicians, our intellectuals, a whole lot of people couldn't do.
Agreed. Okay, so see, as the world is going on, and there's this trend in this world called Gen Z kind of thing, where the people say that the programmers, like the most, see, everyone wants to make money, right? So there's this trend in the market which says that if you are more into the creative field, if you are more into the marketing and that side, there you are making more money. And programmers like after some point they stuck at the point. So like what's you guys take?
It all depends. You know, application programs you might be okay, but people who do system level programming, which I presume if you do computer science, that's what you'll end up doing. They get, I mean, people are earning $4 million a year. Small things make a big difference if you're looking at that.
So sir, we have some students who work on different ideas here. So now they can start sharing.
Sure.
Start.
So,
Yeah, tell me.
sir, our product name is Rescue Notify. Rescue Notify.
Rescue Notify.
Yeah. So what we do is we work in the field. We provide solutions in the field of driver safety and driver analysis. So, like the problem that we are trying to solve is when crash happens on the road, there is no current good mechanism to detect it or do anything to save the driver instantly. Right? Like someone will call the ambulance and some slow mechanism will work. What we are doing is there are dash cams in the cars, right? We can put dash cams in the car. Why don't we use the video from the dash cam to apply AI algorithms in that, detect crashes, and send automated emergency response to the nearby hospitals, police stations, or his emergency contacts. So that is a basic model that we are trying to develop.
Very good. One thing you would remember is most foreign cars now come with a built-in GPS.
Yes.
And people like General Motors have something called North Star. So if you have an accident, they know. And they call you, say, are you okay, not okay? They activate it, at least in the US. That's how it works. Most US cars. In India, I know a lot of the Suzuki and smaller, inexpensive cars don't have that.
Yes.
So this would make a lot of sense. So what you do need to do is tie up with people who respond. So there is this ambulance service, rural ambulance service. One away. They are the ones you should activate. Because they are the ones who will get there quickly. Hospital will not going to get there. Right. The other thing I wanted to mention, that's an app we have developed. Two apps actually I mentioned. One is called Fake Buster. And I mean, we developed it, the guy didn't take it to market. I think the opportunity still exists. So when you're buying a medicine, you want to know if it's genuine or fake. So what you do is just take a photograph of the QR code or the barcode on your camera. The minute it goes to the cloud, it knows it's a Pfizer medicine. It goes to Pfizer. Pfizer tells you it's okay, real or it's a fake. Right. Now you don't have to pay for it, the consumer. Pfizer pays for the click. Because for them to find out where fake medicines are being sold is important because the factory is somewhere in that local area. Right. So they can identify the factory or they know where to look to find the factory to issue these spurious drugs. So that I thought was a good idea. Everyone will look because everyone wants to be safe with the drugs.
So the thing is we are not using any type of sensor in that device. We are just using the video from the dash cam, so that is going to reduce the cost by like large extent. And the second thing is we are also incorporating the driver analysis part in that. Like we will see how the driver is driving. He's not drowsy. He's wearing a seatbelt. Like these aren't like he's changing the lanes multiple times.
Here if the accident was and he's drowsy, then the insurance will give him.
No, sir. This feature is for the fleets, for fleet management. The crash detection is for individual. No, this feature will be for fleets. You can see.
Otherwise, the individual thing, if you give it to the insurance company, then they'll
It will be for the fleets.
The other thing we did was, so this is a free app that we gave in Patna. So if you look at these cities like Patna, maybe, I don't know, Indore seem to have big roads, but they're very crowded, narrow roads. So an ambulance or a car can't get through, or an auto gets through. So what the director of NMIMS Patna had done is he had downloaded it to all the auto drivers. And today, if you have the app, you're in Patna, you have an accident, you press I am injured in the app.
Okay.
Now the guy then is monitoring all those 10,000 autos. He knows where you are. He knows there's a lot of them. He'll call an auto engineer and say, pick him up and get him to the house.
Okay, that's wonderful.
Yeah, so there are lots of such applications that you should be able to look at where the usage should be there. No, this is good. And you might be able to OEM it to people like the auto fleet managers who put it in all their cars.
Yes, we are in contact with them.
But the problem would be how easy is it for the driver to stop it and claim me to tell me that.
Yes, actually the thing is, we are stuck in the hardware part. We have developed the software. No, sir, actually the dash cam, we have to incorporate the hard software into the dash cam, right? So how we can do that? How to develop a hardware to incorporate that our system in a dash cam? We are stuck in that portion.
Just put it on a TP ROM and connect it to the dash cam at the back of a small PC. You should be able to do that. Put it on the cam.
Okay, sir. Like in the dash cam, there is only 2-3 ports, and one is for the SD card and one is for the power. So where to connect it? That's the issue.
Oh, what you say is that I don't have a connection point in the dash.
Yeah.
But you have dash cam with USB.
Yeah. Yes.
I use them on my computer.
So what do you prefer? Should I use already existing dash cams to incorporate these events, or should we discover our own dash cam, make our own dash cam?
Right now, use the ones that are available. Once it works, and by making your own one, if you can reduce the cost, improve the efficiency, or a combination of those things, then go for it. But they're not a camera expert, so right, you may not have the volumes. So your cost of your personalized dash cam might be too high. So right now, use something off the shelf, make it work, and then replace it with your own design if you need.
What about Raspberry Pis? Raspberry Pis can be programmed to.
Yes. No, but their problem is not the. Their problem is how we connect it to the dash cam. They don't have a port.
They have a port, one single port. So Raspberry Pi can take input from the Raspberry Pi can take an input from the dash cam.
Yeah.
No, Raspberry Pi cannot take input from the dash cam because it is a power port, not a port that drives video. It does not do the video transfer, it is for power. So I tried it, but it did not.
But I have a camera on my laptop and my computer terminal, which actually takes my video when I do these conference calls.
Yes, sir. Like it's a webcam, that can be connected. That is not an issue. The issue is with the dash cams only.
So webcam, the
dash cams are much smaller and more compact.
So
But you have to
webcam,
put a little bigger.
so the webcam's motion detect नहीं कर पाता, मतलब कार motion होता है ना, उसको
Yes, sir.
So for this, what I would also suggest is, there are a few people that I know, IC also knows, who are also minded, so definitely know, who can, because this is not something which you kind of get sorted, you can get a generic thought on your idea, But the specifics of how to solve for the large can, you need to work with someone who helps you figure that out. So I have a few people, Chetan. Yeah. So connect to the Super Center of Excellence. We give you people who can, who are technical experts in this field, who can work with you and mentor you on this. Because there will be ongoing things, you'll face challenges. अभी यहाँ तक पहुँचे, but this part is not working. How do you figure it? We'll help you.
Thank you, sir.
But try to give it to some people around here as a POC and see how effective it is for them.
Yes.
So we are
Sorry, but this is something which what Arjun sir is saying, it is very important as engineers, what I find often. We go on refining stuff, but the last line he said is do the POC and give it to some people. What he's saying is end user. Actually work with some end users. Just don't keep it your own loop or just trying to get the product, go to the end user.
Take it out of R&D, get the feedback, then upgrade the product and send it to the market. Otherwise, most people do stop developing it and things are changing quite fast. So you always want a better product, it never goes to market. But then your feedback should come from the market, not from what you think is what they need.
So we are the students of BSc Agriculture Honors 4. So here we have designed one board game, which is Agronia. So this is a board game which specifically designed for the age group of the students 7 to 14 years old. So basically this game teaches about each and everything which is involved in the agriculture. So this is a board game just like a Ludo. So here we have 4 players, we have to do dices. So each stage will teach you about how exactly agriculture works in real field, with the problems which farmer faces in this field. So in this particular game, we have also gave some information cards. So these cards include how to tackle those problems. So for example, if you are not unable to get good seeds from the market, then what we have to do, how you can proceed. So
it's an educational game.
Yes.
It teaches you about agriculture and also about troubleshooting or issues that
Yes.
come. Great.
So this particular game also covers a chapter of crop management in class 8
What
and
is
chapter.
you have a question or
Yes,
feedback
I
on
have
something?
So I just read first. So this particular game is, but sir, and I'm also working on the design. So I have to improve the design. So it will be ready by the end of this month. But sir, how should I get into the market to get maximum market reach? And if I move school by school, so it will be a bit laborious task for me and it will consume a lot of time.
Who's your customer?
Sir, my target market is schools of an age group of 7 to 14, in which I am focusing on homeschooling parents, educational institutions and schools.
The assumption is they're interested in agriculture.
Yes.
Are you interested when you was 7 to 14?
So, the thing is, I want to, means everyone should know how they are getting their food in a plate.
Yeah. So, I mean, you would change it to food or something that's of interest, not
No,
agriculture.
sir, I am sort of developing an interest.
Okay. I would think instead of a board game, if you put it online, like, there was this kid that did a very good job on chemistry. He was very bored learning chemistry. But then he made this thing about someone is dying and he put oxygen, come to him and then he can live. And so you can learn your chemistry by playing that game. You want to try something like that. And don't use agriculture, that might be your core. I mean, if you told me agriculture, I'm never going to work in the field, I'm never going to look at it. But if you said food security, something direct relevance, and how agriculture impacts that, then it would be, that would be, in my opinion, again, you need to talk to your customers. There must be enough kids there at school. Go talk to them, see what they feel, what would be of interest to them. And then build that as you got all the data. I don't disagree with that, that's pretty good. But what will sell to them? And if you can go online, a lot of them can buy for a little bit, and then when they want some more, they can buy some more, that kind of stuff. That might make your marketing a lot easier.
And sir, any scope of improvement from this?
Sorry?
Any scope of improvement?
No, I don't know the content. I presume the content is all correct. Over time, you can get it. You can add stuff to it. You can give references if people want to dig into something more. It's all available on the net. So you just have to give a reference to that. They can click on it and go there. I think that would be. But you got to find out what will make that 7 to 14-year-old buy. Right. And again, the second thing is, do they take a decision? Do their parents take a decision? Because they may want it, but the parents don't want to give the money for it, then it's not going to happen. So, how do you do that research? If let's say the parents have to also take the decision, how do you motivate them? How will this help the career, better college? What do they want from 7 to 14 years? Again, if that's the appeal you want to do for them, that's how you have to do it. Consumer marketing is a fairly different game. It's not easy. And the cost of acquisitions tend to be high. So acquiring customers, so you need to find a way of acquiring them at a low cost.
So some of the things he's saying, I'm just going to translate in a different way and push attention on certain parts. So his again his view. So what he's saying is, पहले तो किसी को इंटरेस्ट भी है क्या है तो किसको है वो कितना प्राइस में लेंगे उसका डिसीजन मेकर कौन है all of you follow Hindi also
Yes.
so who is going to decide on it at what price point and at that price point can even reach the consumer to acquire that customer to reach the customer and make the sale how much effort you expend on it. So you're saying in a consumer facing this thing it might be very high cost so how you have to minimize that. So this entire go-to-market plan, first of all, starts with even understanding whether your product even has a demand. 42% of the startups they say fail because there is no real market for the product. And someone feels it's a good idea. Of course, some people might be interested, but if you're doing it as a learning experience is different. But if you want to do it as a business that it will sustain you, then you need a large enough market also. तो 40 to 50% startups fail because उतने लोग ही नहीं है जिनको वो चाहिए बढ़िया होगा एजुकेशनल भी होगा बट वो खरीदने को रेडी नहीं है वो फिट नहीं होता है दैट्स अ प्रोडक्ट मार्केट फिट दे डोंट फाइंड अ प्रोडक्ट मार्केट फिट so he is given certain direction but I would say the starting point is first who would be interested to buy even board games में is there a big enough market in board games वहां से स्टार्ट करना पड़ेगा आपको and see then what are the channels you can put it.
So,
I love this presentation that you are giving. Right? Hackathon presentation.
So my question to you is how many people have actually played this game and given you some feedback?
Sir, around 5 to 6.
5 to 6. We need to definitely expand that to a few hundred. So at least get the feedback. Are they liking it or not before you think of going to the market? आपका प्रोडक्ट में ही लोगों को इंटरेस्ट है क्या मजा आ रहा है गेम का क्या है it should be educational and be fun. So start from there. So at least first give it to some people, test it out with people first thing. उसके बाद you get a lot of learning and feedback on basic question. तुम आपके मुझे बोलोगे ना तो you try to sell it or get your peers itself to play this. उनसे आपको बहुत सारा फीडबैक आ जाएगा what you need to do with the product itself to make a difference. Then you start from there. Once your product is interesting, then how do you take it forward? Again, for those journeys, so what set of excellence can help? The first thing is start with at least going beyond these 5-6 people and internally. As your engineer also, agriculture engineering, you have studied. Irrespective of that, often what happens with the entrepreneurs is हम अपना आइडिया लेके उसको ना डेवलप करते रहते हैं बट अगर बिजनेस करना है तो किसी ने उसको खरीदना चाहिए उससे जल्दी जाके बात करो हाँ So people should, in the next iteration, play at least 50 to 60 people should play this and give you feedback. You get a lot of learning.
So it's interesting, but you got to find out who the people who stay for it and buy it. That's, I think,
Research and development and 3D animation design and printing. So we have a domain of research and development. So research and development particularly what to do. So if someone has an idea, if someone has another idea, but they don't know how to make it on reality, what are the technical aspects which are needed to make it on reality. So they will come across us and we will work on that and we will give them product. So this is the domain of research and automation. And we work on the 3D printing, animation and design. So basically what happens, some students don't have the product actually. They don't have the 2D painting drawing of that. So we will make the structure of that and we will make the 3D animations on that. So I would like to show you our 3D animations.
okay, so you do prototyping for people when they say they've got some research product. Is it a prototype that you're doing for them?
No, so we are making kind of product. This is our product. So it's completely on 3D animation. We have to shoot it. It's completely. It is completely computerized.
Yeah, fair enough. So that's a drone of some kind.
Yes, sir. We are made of Arduino also. This is a.
So someone comes to you with the idea, you fabricate it and give it to them on a 3D printer.
Yes. 3D printing also, and if they wanted to do research and development as
On a 3D device.
well. Yeah. On a 3D device also, and on the hardware also. They wanted. Suppose one of the person has their ideas on softwares, but they don't know. They wanted to automate it with the help of hardware particles, but they don't know the technical aspects of the hardware. So on that reason, we will help them in how to print it into hardware particle.
I still haven't fully understood. I come to you with an idea.
Yes, sir.
You will 3D the product,
Yes, sir.
and then if I want, you can do it on a 3D printer also. Give me a sample of that.
Yes.
So you're just doing the visualization.
Yes.
You don't do the internal design or anything.
Yes, we will do internal design also. The what could be inside the structure, what will be sensors, what are the microcontrollers, acting.
So then you're a design shop.
Yes.
Basically, that's what it is.
Yes.
Yeah. The problem in India with design shop, electronics, is getting the components taken.
Yes.
Until we get people who can give you components across the shelf. Today, today we have to send stuff to the US.
Yes.
They fabricate it or whatever, send it back to us. That takes 1 week or more.
Yes.
So, yeah, no, it's a good idea. If you can do it for people, then you're a design shop. A lot of people are doing that. All these big guys, the HCL or whatever, they're all doing stuff like that. So how would you compete?
So basically, 3D animation is a lot of market. So we have the specific domain and we have the targeted market. So like startup side, those who are startups, these are targeted audience. Then another one is the students. They are our targeted audience. So mainly focus on that.
Well, basically, talk to some people who want a spare part made.
Yes.
See, sometimes spare parts take a long time, but I've got the total parts.
Yes.
Can I make that for it? Because once I can make it, I can give it to a machine shop and they'll make the part for me.
Yes.
Right? See if that is the market.
Yes.
Because normally a spare part of some important machine takes me a long time to get if it breaks a mechanical part.
Yes.
Right. Here, if you can make a 3D printer, first develop it and then make the printer, and then give it to a machine shop, then make it. See if that market is what you're doing.
Do you have any query or you just wanted to share what you are doing?
We just wanted to share.
Great.
Service company. So we had developed, which started in 2021. So we have the customers from there. They will send them, and another one we are doing the marketing also. Okay, so through this message and any other platforms.
somebody can develop, sorry.
If you can get enough customers, then you have.
Somebody can actually develop another thing which connects all the people among themselves and they discuss and forum and all the things. That way you can have a large, not only you, others also will get help. So it's a participating this method that helps actually. Because I shared one thing earlier that somebody is doing some paint business, right? Like Asian paint. So that was an example given by MIT. That's it. And they say Asian paint, what they do, they are making thousands of, anything about aesthetics. So they are digitally, they are very advanced. They are using IoT for making those shades and all, which is computerized totally and mixing up. Earlier, people, while doing that one, they connect up with all the people. Somebody is doing some other thing, but he needs that one. So, X connect with A there, and you are sitting at B. You have nothing to do with, but you created that one. And do that kind of thing. That will have impact actually on the whole society and scaling up. Plus, you are helping all the people. Like travel agents, they connect up with all the people there, the airlines, etc. Then it's easier to do it. Sorry, I talk some other time. Today is not the right time. But keep in mind, all this connectivity, if you can generate through that one, and they need not be doing that business, but they can create business. Like Asian Games gives one portion completely to outsiders, and they use those things to get their customers. Got my point? That way, you prosper, they prosper. Then you will prosper more because you are the root cause of that. I mean, I have seen this growing in our community. She was in Bangalore working in England, back from England. She left everything, job. She made one app. What is that app means? All our community people, whoever is cooking, they have some extra thing. That can be sold by. You can, I have 4 chapatis here. Another person this one. Somebody orders that. See, that concept if you have, I feel that also helps actually because as he said, he's the master of all these things. But I like to have this connectivity, like then you are actually gaining through the others' gain. What do I call it? They may not be interested in your product. Each partner may be expecting something from you. I mean, I may expand it. Sorry, I talked to you, I think, on that once.
Clothing industry. So I basically provide some clothes, like wholesale clothes to shop. It's a local shop actually. It's a local franchisee called as Uba. So their products are kind of only for local people, but not for the city people. So I'm providing my sense of clothes, new fashion and trading fashion to them. But I just want to know how can I start the manufacturing unit? Like when I listened to the interview of Arjun Malhotra as well. He told in 1975 he was having no idea, no money doing your brand business, right? So he was not having money or business idea at that time. But how you started? So that I can also get an idea.
We knew the market. We knew the market.
Yeah.
We had been selling calculators in the market. So we knew the market. And we knew the technology that was coming. Then it was a question of using that technology to build your product and get it to market. And you had to find the money. So the key there was we knew the market, which is actually probably the most important thing. Everyone tells you the product is the most important thing. It's actually the market. If no one's going to buy a product, then why have a product?
But I just want to
Is your
say-
question, I'm trying to paraphrase your question if I've understood it right. Are you saying you know your target audience, you know what has to be done?
Yeah.
Now you need funding or resources to put this manufacturing unit in place.
Actually, I have a funding. I just want to know how to start a manufacturing unit properly. Because I have that idea is not clear to me. If I do this thing, then what will happen? For that, I need experience.
Yeah.
So I just want clothing.
We will get you guidance on that, and Shirpur is the best place.
Hmm.
Expert who can guide you is sitting here, Janak Patel. They run 7 textile units of lakhs of square feet. So if you want in garment, you have that expertise locally, he is the right person. No, they are setting up 1 lakh. I went with them to the factory site 3 days back to see their 8th or 9th factory or 11th.
17th actually.
Sorry. So how to set up and manage these large factories or a smaller version of them, what you need. Whether you should go for job work to an existing factory, you might not even have tested the market. He said, no, knowing the market. So what size of unit you need, how much you can move. Maybe initially you want to do a job work from existing unit. And then once you are sure that you are able to do that, you are able to get customers, then invest in a plant. So there's a whole thing around it tied to the market and planning, and Jala could be the
I
right.
think this is, you and I had a call earlier. That's a different.
The previous batch.
So I'll just repeat what Arjun sir said. I got a call similar requirement how to set it up. And I would again say the same thing what he's already said. It is market which is important, not the product, because there are many people who there making the product for you, specifically extent. If you have the market, if you want to set up a factory, that's very good. But to test the market, it's easier not to have overheads, get it done by somebody else. Build up your market, scale it up, and then set up a factory so that you don't have an overhead.
Just like a job. Right?
Fashion is a fashion. It is very establishing.
Yeah.
To be able to predict fashion is really a different model. So what Benetton does is that 80% of what they have in the store is standard stuff. 20% is high fashion. So they rotate that 20% very quickly. But people go into events on something called fashion. And a lot of that stuff. And they get manufactured by women in villages in the hill area of India. So it's a, if you look at it,
Which company mentioned?
Benetton.
Benetton.
Yeah.
They also manufacture.
We used to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they, I did a case in Harvard, that's a little bit as well. I don't know this stuff. But yeah, it's a very fickle, fashion is very fickle. And for you to predict what's going to be fashionable or not, it's a shot in the dark actually. Right? And once you predict the right thing, then you have to produce it volume. And get it out because it will change X days later. So,
It's about job work. So I did my job work in fact I've taken the factory like in bottle industry. So what I did, I just did a job work inside a oxygen factory which is settled in Julia. So I just what I did, I didn't sell that bottle. What I did, I just there are many factories or many shops who want to brand themselves on a boards or something else. But what I did, I just took money from their side and I just branded their I just branded them on the bottles. So I distributed that bottles for free, and I collected money from the people who want to brand their product, like who want to brand themselves. So from that I got some money, but I was confused. Like point is, I want to set up manufacturing unit. So what for that thing?
I think we move to next short time.
If it's for garments and not manufacturing unit, we can write. Expert available local.
Basically, sir, India is the second largest country in the world, sir, in the production of the fruits and vegetables. But in that, sir, 35-40% of the produce of all restricted, sir. Due to poor handling activities after the harvest and due to the lack of storage facilities, sir. So we made a device, sir, to enhance the shelf life of the fruits and vegetables up to 1 month. So I have a question that, sir, like how we can enter in the market, sir?
So when you say device, what exactly do you mean?
So our device is like it is a vacuum body, sir. It is a chamber, sir. In that we are using a vacuum principle in that, sir. And it will basically the fruits and vegetables are like they are also the organisms, sir. And they have to they are also doing this respiration, sir. So for that,
I understand the concept. You have a vacuum chamber and you put them there
Yes,
so
sir.
they don't age.
yes, sir, there is no air in that, sir. No moisture, sir, in that. So they will not respirate, sir, in that. It will increase the shelf life of it.
How expensive is that?
Sir, right now, like we are in the P6 stage, sir, so we don't have a cost of
Okay. Because number of people are doing this. So there's a company in Delhi.
Yes, sir.
I get you the name.
Yeah.
They're using local stuff to make refrigerated kind of stuff where they can keep things there. There's another company called EcoZ, and they're over 100 kilometers that actually is taking this to market and selling it to hotels and stuff like that. So, yeah, there are people doing that, but I haven't heard of a vacuum chamber. And, you know, if you can get it cost effective, you can make it, they can use it in the village, right? And you can transport it in a truck or whatever, when it goes. You know, there should be a market.
So basically nowadays, totally market is dependent upon the sort of cold storage, sir.
Yeah.
And sir, our wholesalers sir, and our retailers, they are spending a lot of money to store their their stocks. But sir, we are providing them in a very cheaper rates than the cold storage, sir.
That's what you have to find out. If you haven't done your costing,
Yes, sir.
you don't know.
So right now,
Because making a vacuum is not easy,
yes, sir.
right? How much of a vacuum do you have? Is it a complete vacuum? Is it not a complete vacuum? What is the best thing to do? How are you going to make the vacuum? Does that pump have to be given to every village? There's lots of questions. So you have to look at the whole thing a little more holistically and then come up. But yes, it's a smart idea to use a vacuum to stop it.
Last question, sir. Sir, how we can do the cost cutting, sir, after when we enter in the market, sir, and like at the commercial level, sir?
So once you know what your costs are and you know where you're getting your parts, then you look at, there are lots of ways, you look at your supply chain, you look at what you're using, you look at why you're using the more expensive pump, motor, whatever, and try and see if you can compromise with that. That's how you want to do it. Try and see, can I do it with the truck that's going to take it? Control the truck as an engine. Can I use that engine like they use for generators and weddings? Can I use that to create the vacuum? How big can it be? You know, because if you're putting the whole truck as a vacuum, that whole truck as your vacuum chamber, that's going to be a fair amount of it. And then what do you do about vegetables getting squashed? Because if you're putting them in a big truck, the ones on top of them squash the ones at the bottom. So you got to think through it a little more than what you've done right now. The solution, in my mind, is workable. It's a smart solution. But how do you take it to the next step? And why hasn't someone done it before? Because they're not doing anything new in physics.
So basically, these ideas of recently we have get a patents on this, sir.
You know, yeah, I don't know if they'll give you a patent on just a vacuum to keep vegetables. Because that's something everyone knows. It's basic physics. Right, so I'm not sure the patent will come. You'll have to do something else to make it patentable.
So we got the patent, sir.
Oh, you got a patent?
Yes, we got a patent, sir.
That's right.
So in June or July,
So
sir.
what does it say in the patent? What exactly is your, what is your, what is protected here? It can't be just doing a vacuum.
So basically, like we, the fruits and vegetables are like, sir, there are three factors for the shelf life, sir. Air, moisture, and temperature, sir. If you reduce all the three things, sir, then it will the shelf life is increases, sir. So in that sense, like only the vacuum is the things that we can reduce all the three things, sir.
What he's asking is it a process patent, it is a product patent. Correct? Yeah.
So it is a product patent, sir. Yeah.
And do you have any idea if the taste changes when you put things in a vacuum?
So basically, we have done the laboratory testing, sir, in our pharmacy department, sir. After the 3 days, sir, we don't find any quality detail in this, sir.
Wait, now you have to look at how to get commercialize the whole thing. That's probably the most difficult part.
Thank you.
So we have an idea.
So I have started an education platform where we conduct sessions in schools. Sessions are basically technical and awareness sessions in various schools. And these sessions cover various topics which are out of curriculum and students must know about them, like basics of EIML or menstruation for young girls. And secondly, I am planning on expanding this platform to have a community where if someone is working on a project and needs people, he can easily put out his project, and if someone wants to help, they can come and collaborate with him.
The kind of marketplace people can collaborate.
Yes. So I have conducted some sessions in schools, and the response was really great. The students, they really liked the session. So how should I go about expanding this? I'm the only person working on this platform right now, and I have speakers like those who are my friends or who are my seniors who are willing to work with me. They have come to me and I have approached them, and we have worked together to conduct some sessions. So how can I expand this to more cities?
So, a couple of questions. One is, did any of these students pay for what you brought?
No.
Okay. So that's problem number one. You have to find out whether they're willing to pay, can they pay? Again, are the parents are the ones who pay? Just find that out, because otherwise there's no commercial. Second is, you're saying individuals have to do it. Then you can't scale. Because after all, how many schools can you go to? How many can the others go to? So you have to make your content has to become standardized in a way, so that it can go off the web with some interaction at the end of it if they want with you or with whoever can answer their questions. But you can't be there doing it all the time, right? That is not scalable. Neither can you have people senior to you, junior to you, whatever. Because there only, if you have 10 people, there are 10 sessions that you take. They never going to go beyond that.
I need
Have a look.
years to
Have a look. If you can make your sessions standardized, right? Capture them. There's a company called Transneuron. He does exactly this with college students. They teaches them AI and stuff, so that they know job.
What's it called?
Transneuron.
Transneuron.
Yeah, guy called Shivam Sharma. So he's doing this, he's got some 5, 6, 7 lakhs right now. He's got a whole lot of people. See, that becomes your ability to go through him to market. If you've got a standard thing, he can push it up and pay for whoever uses it. You'll have to split it with him. But, those are things you got to look at. Try to build it individually with your time. You want to stand it. This is the module, this is what it does, this is how much is personal interaction, this is how much you got to do, and this is what it's going to cost. That you are raising the company. Which company? Magic. And also which company? So they all HCL. HCL, the strengths are very there, no, in the sense they're looking at what are the computer budget for people, and if it's up at 6% a year, then that it comes into impact HCL. What are the changes? Some regulatory changes come in, then HCL goes in and automates some of that. There's a lot of things that play in the HCL world. They are multi-billion dollar, not 12 billion. So they are looking at largish customers. I don't think there's any big customer in the world who doesn't have one of the Indian IT services companies as their vendor. So in a way you protect yourself and try and. So they're looking at products that will allow them to get into a TCS customer, which TCS may not have. That solves the problem. Once they're in there, then they can populate and build their business. So that's what they look for. So if you have, let's say, a product in the pharma business, which is a niche, someone like HCL will probably go sell it to Novartis, to Pfizer, to whoever, and they'll be able to get you that business. But remember, the business that HCL and all those companies do is people oriented. So they want more people. They bill per hour, or they want people in it. They don't want a product that solves problems and you can reduce people. So their model is very different to what you're looking at. They have to change, they will be changing. They're very smart people. But that's the way the model is built. That's why they have HCL for 600,000 people, HCL 275,000, Infosys 400,000. I mean, IBM is only 500,000 people. So, you go.
How many of you, can you just raise your hand? Who have
This is just an idea and I really want to know about this and your feedback. I want to create a platform, collective platform for all NGOs, where the NGOs can find a particular audience for whom they are trying to help. Means I'm trying to build an app where if I'm having any kind of problem and I'm financially weak or something like that, I can just post something on that and the platform will help me find a list of few NGOs who help people with similar problems. So it will
The NGO puts it on the platform or the
needy means if I have means someone sick in my family and I don't have the insurance or that kind of money to get the treatment done, so I can just post on like in Shirpur, which like helps the people who have not clear eyesight and gets their operation done. So such specific people and NGOs who are helping in that region can find the correct audience and reach to a larger group. Does this kind of platform exist?
No, well, something exists. Look at a company called Charity Aid Foundation India. So what they do is they work with 450 NGOs and they make sure that when you put in money, the NGO reports it and all that stuff. But yeah, what you're saying is, I need money, and we get this half the time on WhatsApp groups. Someone needs an operation, they need 3 lakhs, 5 lakhs, can we put something together? A lot of that is happening on crowdfunding through various apps. I don't know if
Can we standardize that? We
we
can verify that.
We can, but for you to get the 4,000 plus NGOs in this country and get them onto a platform with, and maintaining that digital Madhurya, Tweeter, Telegram, that is quite a job. And you need to get some high net worth individuals, you need to get some family offices, because that's what sometimes helps in some of this. Yeah, if you could get it operational, it could be an idea. But what is your economic model here? Or you're doing this
So it will be a target audience for both the and targeting the NGO.
That's it.
So it means I can charge the NGO for finding them the right audience.
NGOs don't pay money. You cannot pay you commission. If anything, the user has to pay you a part. If the NGO gives 100 rupees, you might want to take 5 rupees or 10 rupees. So only 90 or 95 goes to the beneficiary.
So that's what I'm asking. How should I proceed to make this a successful business model as well as help people?
This is more a charitable thing. Not, I don't know how to make this commercially viable. It's more charitable help to people kind of thing. It's very difficult to get what do you do? Because you're not managing anything, you're just doing a connection with people. I think it's like a subscription to connect, to be on that. Right? Now, think of the people who are giving money. It's for their necklace. They are right mind. Because how will you tell him, maybe you come on this and I'll find you people who want your money. Does it make sense? I'm kind of.
What's your name?
Umesh.
Oh, yeah, your face is familiar. Oh, what homework have you done to understand this market? Are there other platforms like this already?
I tried to find one, I couldn't find one. So that's what I said.
So when you look and you don't find one, it's also a question to ask. And I'm saying it's listening, it's listening. You need to go a little bit more work. कोई करके नहीं रहा है ऐसा इतना fantastic मुझे idea है तो कोई इतना बड़ा internet everything is connected by someone not doing it also thing to ask for people just putting out so the question that you ask me all of us we need to do a little bit before homework just to understand किसको चाहिए कि नहीं हो what he is asking who will pay is again the question कि तुम्हारा end user कौन है customer है किसको तुमने बात किया है कि हम एक क्या migration कर सकते हैं so you need to do that homework first before you come and ask if a more solid idea you yourself will reject it I know you have worked on the other idea and you have done a good job here I see clearly कि तुमने कुछ homework नहीं किया है इतना के प्रश्न
I just wanted to feedback and go for it.
So do little bit more digging into this on your own. Internet is enabling so many things. वो करके आगे then you know we really get good guidance. Connect on the phone call once you have done that.
Make this area. Who are the people who give money in this area? Right? Look at the requirements. Go try and see how it works. That will then give you an idea of how you can see it. All fake business. Ultimately, you want to spend a fair amount of money putting up a site or AWS or whatever. What fake?
But the engine के बाद जाएगा मैं telling this is telling on the lighter but वो तुझे बोलेगा मुझे donation देंगे. You ask them